Are you looking for a place to drop all that pop culture junk in your brain? Well, I think you came to the right place. Welcome to Pop Culture Buffs. I'm your host, the Wolfman, and we're going to enter a nerd cave like no other. Unfiltered opinions, I'm not afraid to say them, and it's all about the pop culture you know and love, and also love to hate. Let's get poppin', pop-ups! Welcome back to Pop Culture Buffs. I'm your host, the Wolfman, and I'm joined here with my friend Kyle once again.
Hey.
Yep. And this week we're going to talk about the Oscars, since they're coming up pretty soon.
Less than a month, yeah.
Yeah, less than a month. This year they've been moved back due to problems. I think we all know what those problems are. But anyway, yeah, the Oscars are now moved back to April 25th. So I think the next couple weeks we're going to be talking about different Oscar activities. So this week we're going to call it Oscar Month. Yeah, Oscar Month. Oscar Month. Oscar Month. That's what I'll do now from now on. Currently, we were both starving to death. My friend Kyle's here having some fried sushi, and it's delicious. And it was provided by... Who provided you sushi? What company? What establishment?
Ichiro's.
Ichiro's, man. Ichiro's, yes. If anyone from Ichiro's is listening to this podcast, we're eating your sushi, and it's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's great. And what kind of sushi did you get, Kyle?
I got fried California roll.
Fried California roll. Now that looks like... And could I try one? Do you mind if I...
Go
I'm
ahead,
not going to use chopsticks.
Go ahead.
I'm a savage. I'm using my hands.
Yeah, what the hell are you, man?
Oh, that's good. A lot of cream cheese in it. That's delicious. Yeah, definitely get the fried California rolls at Ichiro's. It's quite good. A Japanese restaurant right down the road from my university, so definitely worth it. My God, that's really good. I'm gonna get that. Holy smokes, that's actually really good.
Here, take another.
No, it's yours. I just wanted one. Oh, man. But, yeah, definitely, if you're wanting to have a podcast sponsor you or get your business out there, definitely let us know. I have social media. You can contact me there. You can contact me through the comments on the podcast. So, wherever you're listening to this podcast in, Spotify, Apple Music, easy way to contact me. But, yeah. Any sponsors, we'll take them. Gotta make coin.
But anyway, money, please.
After selling ourselves, or selling myself, we're gonna jump right into it. So I was thinking we could talk about one that we've already previously talked about in 1995. We were gonna talk about some controversial Oscar wins, and basically what that means is that some films that won that year should have not won that year because another film came out that year that was better, or maybe at the time that film was seen as a better film, but as time has gone on,
it's been dethroned.
It's not as good of a film.
It didn't age as well with time.
No, it didn't age well, which happens with a lot of movies, honestly. So yeah, but anyway, this is us kind of going over it. So we were going to start in the 1995 Oscars, which is the same year that 3 huge films came out that are very well known, which are Pulp Fiction, which was one of Quentin Tarantino's probably best movies that he made, that is most well known among people. It's definitely not my favorite of his, but it is probably the most popular of his films.
Yeah, I'd say that's his most popular, either that or Kill Bill.
And Kill Bill, yeah. And then you had Shawshank Redemption come out that year.
What came out that year was 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Quiz Show, Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, and of course,
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump was, again, Tom Hanks's big deal masterpiece after he did Philadelphia,
which won him an Oscar
that
the
won
previous
him best
year.
Yeah. Tom Hanks won 2 Best Actor wins in a row, back to back, for Philadelphia and for Forrest Gump. But Forrest Gump won Best Picture that year over Pulp Fiction and Shawshank Redemption, which it's just like, wow, that's incredible that won, because both of those other films were very much more indie Hollywood kind of style movies that I feel like if it came out today, I feel like Pulp Fiction or Shawshank Redemption would have won over Forrest Gump, because I think movies at that time in the 90s were probably more wholesome and more family oriented.
This coming from the same decade that gave us Seven and Fight
Club. Again. Yeah, but I don't think everybody was on like the psychological train yet at that time. I think in like the early 2000s.
No, because I think they were, because the real big thing of that whole decade was Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs, I guess, was in the 90s. Yeah, that's true. But did it win Best Picture, though?
Yes, it won the Big Five.
It won the Big Five, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Completely swept.
Yeah. But it's kind of weird, though, because that movie came out and it was super, psychologically disturbing. It was
super not what the Oscars usually go for.
Yeah, like ever. That's kind of just an anomaly, honestly.
Yeah.
For that
horror movie winning Best Picture? It's unheard of.
Yeah. And it's more of a psychological thriller than a horror, but yeah.
It's horror.
Yeah, I mean, it is a horror movie. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah. I mean, I kind of get why Forrest Gump won.
It's a real crowd pleaser.
Yeah, anyone can watch it. That's the thing with Forrest Gump, is your kids can watch it, teenagers can watch it, adults can watch it, older people can watch it. Everyone can enjoy that film. Whereas Pulp Fiction and Shawshank Redemption, while they are technically the writing and I feel like even the character, the acting in it, I definitely think was better in those movies. But I mean, that's saying a lot, because I mean, Forrest Gump, I mean, the acting in that was good. I'm not saying it was bad. It's just that the acting that was done in Shawshank compared to that movie was a lot more monologue-ish, and I felt like the actors put a lot more into it than...
Yeah, you got a lot of real raw emotion in Shawshank.
Yeah. I think the only thing that was contending that was maybe Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I think that was the only
That's like one of the rare great performances from Gary Sinise.
Yeah.
He's chosen a lot of bad movies in his career, but that was like one of the real good ones.
Well, he gave a great. He did Apollo 13 too with.
Yeah, but I mean, other than those two, you can't really name any.
No. Yeah, it's a real shame, because he did a really good job on that. I'm surprised he didn't win for that.
Supporting.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't win for supporting. And I'm surprised that Pulp Fiction or Shawshank did. Who won for supporting that year?
I don't know.
You look that up.
I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, I would give it to Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson?
He was really, really great.
Yeah. That or Robbins.
Or Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins, my bad. Not Mark
Robbins. Mark Robbins.
Mark Robbins. Who's that guy? My brain. Yeah, no, Tim Robbins. No, I'm kind of surprised that Morgan Freeman got nominated for Best Actor, not Tim Robbins.
Oh, okay. Martin Landau won it, and he deserved it. I'll be honest, he deserved it for Ed Wood.
Oh,
he really deserved it. Yeah, that was an incredible performance.
That's fair. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, these are all really three good movies. What kept those other actors from winning? I don't get that. Was Samuel Jackson even nominated for supporting?
I don't know.
I don't think he was.
I don't think he was.
The only person who was nominated from Pulp Fiction, I think, was John Travolta. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, Sam Jackson was.
Oh, he was nominated.
Travolta was not.
John Travolta was nominated for Best Actor that year. It's kind of weird, though, saying him for Best Actor, because there were so many... That movie's... You really can't say there's one main character of that movie. It's really hard to pinpoint that.
Yeah, it's one of those...
It's out of order and...
No, I mean like big ensemble pieces.
Yeah, it's based on the whole cast. It's like It's like Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
how like all the characters in that movie made it awesome, but then when you had them apart in Jurassic Park 2 and 3, it wasn't great because you were missing your whole cast.
Well, yeah, I see that, but I don't think it's kind of the same deal because in Jurassic Park, you definitely have a main character.
Yeah, but you have
which is Grant.
Yeah.
In movies like Pulp Fiction or Magnolia or Boogie Nights, you don't.
That's fair.
Really,
it's a whole cast.
A whole cast kind
That's
of
fair.
deal.
That's probably a better example.
Yeah.
Boogie Nights is a good example. Yeah. I was trying to think of something kind of at the same time period as that was out, but yeah, good point. Because I don't know how they would have determined that. That's probably what hurt it for winning Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction. Yeah. Diving into it, but yeah, I like Forrest Gump. I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a bad movie, but I think
no, it's definitely not bad
compared to the times I watched that movie over Shawshank Redemption. I remember when I first watched Shawshank Redemption, and I was like so blown by the ending and like how the whole film went. It's a long movie, but it was the payoff.
Oh yeah, it's real long.
Yeah, the payoff was great.
The payoff, and that scene where he's escaping.
Yes.
And it builds, the music swells, and he finally gets out, and he stands in the rain in that shot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so... It's
magical.
Poetry. It's magic. Yeah.
I love that scene.
And Roger Deakins' incredible shots.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a beautiful movie. And the narration from Morgan Freeman, which literally started his whole narrating.
Just perfect, yeah.
He started his whole narrating career, because after that, I think Morgan Freeman just started narrating for everything.
Yeah.
Which led him to eventually play God.
He was the go-to narration guy.
Yeah, legit. I have no idea why that happened, but, I mean, I get it. His voice is awesome, but...
Yeah, but I mean, that happens a lot. You get, like, a certain role where it's like you're just perfect for, and then all of a sudden you're typecast for that kind of role, kind of, for like a long time.
No, that's so true. And he gets more and more freckles as he gets older.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But anyway, that's one of probably that's one that I've always debated over with people, is that series. And out of the three movies, Shawshank for me would have won.
Yeah, I would also agree Shawshank for the win.
Yeah, because I like other movies that Tarantino did over Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite Tarantino movie is still Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, it's his most raw movie.
Yeah.
Out of all of the things. I really liked...
Well, that's weird, because my second favorite is Inglourious Bastards, which is very
Inglourious Bastards.
not raw and very style.
I like True Romance a lot.
Yeah, True Romance is really good.
That one's so underrated. A lot of people don't watch that one.
Yeah, and they should.
It has a lot of good cast members in it. It's a huge cast.
I mean, you just can't beat that Sicilian scene. It's great.
Yes,
it's so good.
With Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken.
Was True Romance nominated for Best Picture?
I don't think it was. I can look at it real quick. True Romance. Awards, maybe?
Yeah, Oscar nominations.
Awards.
But anyway, what's the next year we're going to be looking at? For who should
Oh, the next year? Yeah. Hold on, give me a second. Let's look at, I think you already talked about it. Let's see if
Shakespeare in Love?
Yeah.
Oh.
1998. Yeah, let's talk about that. That would probably be a good one to start with.
Yeah.
You wanna take this one?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's just look at all of the nominees that year. For Best Picture was Elizabeth with Cate Blanchett. I'll be honest, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Life is Beautiful.
Life is Beautiful, Saving Private Ryan, The Thin Red Line, and Shakespeare in Love. And somehow,
Shakespeare in Love won.
All those, the crap that is Shakespeare in Love triumphed.
Yeah,
I don't understand. It must.
Life is Beautiful is a good movie.
Yeah.
From what I remember, it's not as
It's
good
all
as
right, yeah.
it's not as memorable though as Saving Private Ryan though.
No, it's no Saving Private Ryan or Thin Red Line.
No. Definitely not. Oh, God. And that was another Tom Hanks movie, which Tom Hanks was huge in the 90s.
Yeah, that was his
It was
decade.
kind of a miracle that didn't win, because like he'd won so many awards. Like he was like at his peak in the 90s.
Yeah, he was the golden child of
There
the
was
90s.
like a good movie that he was in every single year. Pretty much. Castaway came out as well, and was that
No,
late?
that was
that
in
2000s?
2000s,
Was
yeah.
that 2000?
That
Yeah.
was the 2000s.
Still
his best performance, I
Still,
think.
one of his best performances. Yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, you had a really good cast. Matt Damon, I think that was one of the first movies that he was kind of really big in.
What?
Was Matt Damon anything before?
Yeah, he was in Good Will Hunting.
Was
The
Good Will Hunting
Rainmaker.
before? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Good Will Hunting was before it. But he was an upcoming actor at the
Dogma.
time. Even Vin Diesel is good in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I forgot Vin Diesel.
yeah,
was in
everyone
there for
forgets
a
Vin
bit.
Diesel's in that movie, but like, even he was good in that movie.
No, you know
Holy
who
smokes.
else is in there for a little bit?
What?
Nathan Fillion.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's
No way.
he's one of the fake Ryans.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Uh-huh. Whose brother is in grade school or whatever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you know Bryan Cranston is in it?
Yes, he
Yeah.
has one arm in it. I remember
Yeah.
that.
It's really brief, but there's just a bunch of actors who were in this that were probably nobodies at the time, but then they just... But, of course, Tom Hanks and Matt Damon being in it. I don't know how it didn't win anything.
Yeah, I don't know how it won. Like, I would have had either Saving Private Ryan or Thin Red Line for that award. Have you seen Thin Red Line?
It's been a long time. I know Saving Private Ryan won for Best Directing, and then it also won for Cinematography. But
Yeah, honestly, cinematography should have gone to Thin Red Line. It
Yeah.
is beautiful.
yeah, Saving Private Ryan, sometimes when you're watching a movie, it's really...
Yeah, I know, it
camera's
feels
super
really
shaky.
it feels really real, but
It's really jarring to watch.
yeah, but you look at Thin Red Line and you could hang every frame of that on a wall.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Let me look. Thin Red Line. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the same movie. Yeah, this movie's a lot prettier.
That also has a lot of actors who
Sean
are,
Penn.
Yeah, it has a lot of notable
Yeah,
actors
yeah.
who are just kind of there, like Jared Leto, Woody Harrelson, John C. Reilly,
Yeah. I forgot
George
about this.
Clooney,
Yeah.
yeah, Nick Nolte, Elias Koteas, just a lot of people.
Yeah, this is another war movie of the time. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, it
pretty
should
ambitious.
it should have been the two World War II movies going up against each other.
Yeah.
But instead, Shakespeare in Love, I guess it had to be the right movie at the right time.
Yeah, because think about the time period as well.
Yeah,
a lot of...
the 90s was the breeding ground for period pieces.
Yeah.
They were everywhere.
Philadelphia is a great example of that.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
like
Amadeus.
Like those kind of
those
movies.
kind of things.
Like what was it with Anthony Hopkins and Helena Bonham Carter. Ooh, Emma Thompson. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. That's where it's that one song from like the 50s that gets like stuck in my head all the time. Shaboom or whatever it is. What's that movie called?
No, I'm thinking of...
Was it a different movie?
It's like...
Anthony.
Oh, also The Age of Innocence in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Man. Yeah, there were a lot of period movies in the 90s.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I didn't think about that. Huh.
Yeah, what is that movie called? What is that movie called?
Yeah. But moving on from this time period, because we did two of them from the 90s, so it's only fair that we do one that's like from another time period. I think Crash winning in 2004, I think it was. That was
something like that.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Because Breakback Mountain came out the same year.
Howard's End. That's what I was thinking of.
Howard's End. Oh, yeah. I was trying to think of what you were talking about. Yeah. That's been a long time since I've seen that. Dang. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Oh, Crash came out in 2006.
2006.
Yeah. And, yeah. But Brokeback Mountain was a really good movie. And I love Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal. And it was a cool movie. Kind of a semi-Western setting, but not really a Western. It was cool.
The homosexual Western.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But, yeah, Crash was, again, at this... I feel like a lot of these movies won because of the time period. Because Crash was about 9/11.
9/11, race relations.
Race relations, yeah. Which was huge at that time.
Yeah. But
even
looking back at it now,
yeah,
it's not that great.
No. It's not.
Actually kind of bad.
Yeah, I really don't know why. I didn't
like, looking at the other movies, yeah, one of those should have won.
Yeah. Then there's, of course, 1979, which is Kramer versus Kramer.
Nothing against Kramer versus Kramer.
No. Yeah.
But how?
Yeah, Apocalypse Now.
Again. Apocalypse Now is maybe one of the greatest films.
I mean, it's listed on
ever made.
Most people's list of great
ever.
Time. Yeah.
And it loses out to some domestic drama.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I feel like that happens a lot because, I mean, think about, again, with, like, Saving Private Ryan, it lost to...
Yeah. To some stupid romance drama.
Yeah, again, a romance drama. I feel like that happens a lot, though. A lot of war movies get...
GIFs.
Yeah. I feel like, also, keep in mind at the time, like in the 70s and 80s, there was a lot of war movies coming out at that time, but were not nearly as good.
No, like when Apocalypse Now came out, there was nothing like it. I mean, there still is nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
It is just an entirely different beast of movie.
Yeah. I mean, you just had a huge... you had a large amount of movies that were coming out at the time that were just kind of shoot-'em-up movies, you know?
Yeah.
And they weren't really... They were just like action movies. So maybe they were swept under the rug because it was in a time period where there's a lot of that kind of movie coming out at that time. And maybe that's why it got kind of swept. I feel like that happens a lot, though, with war movies a lot of the times.
Or maybe they didn't want to give another Vietnam movie Best Picture after Deer Hunter.
Deer Hunter, yeah, basically. Because when did Deer Hunter win? Because it won in the 70s.
Year before.
Year before. Yeah, that's probably why then. And I mean, Vietnam was a super touchy topic.
Yeah, it still is a touchy topic.
It still is a touchy topic. Yeah. And I mean, it just happened to, keep in mind.
No, I mean, while they were shooting Apocalypse Now, the war was still going on.
Yeah.
Like, the helicopters they were using for the shoot were constantly being taken away to go fight the war.
Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why those movies were really cool. And they were done during that, for the time. And that it makes it even better because it was really historically to that point. Well, I mean, the original Apocalypse Now book is based on... It's a book based on during World War II, is what it's based on.
Yeah, it's like in Africa.
Yeah, a guy, like, loses his mind and is, like, living with, like, an African tribe.
Yeah.
But then they made it...
And then the guy goes to see him or whatever.
Yeah. And then they... in the remake of it, they did it in Vietnam. So, to make it more modern.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the change really worked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and also the time period that it was coming out was perfect for it. So, it worked really well. And it's definitely seen as more of an apocalypse in American history than World War II was for us. Because we usually have more positive... Because, I mean, we ended up winning that war.
Yeah.
You know, it was a positive thing. We came out on top.
Vietnam
was a disaster.
Yeah, everyone kind of lost except for South Korea. They got away from North Korea, but
Not well.
well, yeah.
Well, the Korean conflict, but yeah.
Yeah, the Korean
Poor
conflict.
Vietnam didn't.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're still communists to this day.
Yep.
Yep.
That's when the 80s came in.
Yeah.
The communists are the enemy.
Yep. At least it wasn't as bad in like the 50s where like the Red Scare was going on.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, Crash, the movie it was going up against in the nominees was Good Night and Good Luck, which was about, the Red Scare and McCarthyism and all that.
That came out that year?
Yeah.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think my choice would be between that or Brokeback Mountain for Best Picture.
Good Night and Good Luck also came out that year, which is also another good movie.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Oh, my brain. My brain. And then there was Munich.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg's terrorist movie.
Terrorist movie, yeah. Which again would have gone with the time period.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Munich is probably Steven Spielberg's most underseen movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I've only seen it probably once.
Yeah, like everyone I know has either not seen it, never heard of it, or like seen maybe parts of it. Yeah.
It's been a hot minute. Although, yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. It's worth watching. It's definitely more worth watching compared to like his what is that movie? War of the Worlds, yeah.
War of the Worlds. Yeah, War of the Worlds wasn't that great.
No. That was a bad movie.
Yeah.
Man.
Like modern Spielberg, I've noticed does really well with more like realistic topics. Like Bridge of Spies was good, Munich was good, Saving Private Ryan is good.
Mm-hmm.
All of those, and his like more Spielbergy movies. Yeah, I know.
They're like action adventure.
Yeah, they're like kind of crap now. Like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and BFG and what was it, Ready Player One.
Did he direct that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Ready Player One is a cool film and concept, but it wasn't a really...
Yeah.
It didn't deliver as well as it could have. That's just my opinion. I was gonna mention one last
he directed
movie. Really? Huh.
Yeah.
He did win though for Schindler's List.
Yeah, right? Schindler's List is great.
That's a great movie.
So good.
It was the last black and white movie to come out like in the 90s or something like that.
It was?
Yeah, it was one of the last black and white pictures made. Well, not counting the one scene with the red dress that they have in the movie, but technically, yeah, that was one of the last major pictures to be in black and white.
Oh yeah, one of the last major ones. All right.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Pi came out after that. That was black and white.
That's true. That's black and white. And I mean, there's definitely like noir versions of films because they did that with Logan. They had a noir version of that movie.
Yeah.
But that was like one of the...
That's like after the fact, though.
Yeah. It was initially done in color. So, yeah. I was going to mention the 1990 with Driving Miss Daisy. Yeah. That's another movie that won. Like, Driving Miss Daisy, it's a good movie, but like... It's definitely got some undertones of racism.
Of maybe some... Maybe we didn't look at that too well. Field of Dreams was one of the nominees, really?
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Like, I like that movie, but...
Yeah, I like it, but it's not
I don't know if
Best
it's that...
Picture, you know?
I mean, if nothing else was coming out that year, then maybe, but...
Yeah.
It wasn't Dances with Wolves.
No, that was the next year.
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
That deserved it. That was a good movie. And then they came out with the Japanese version with Tom Cruise a couple years
Last
later.
Samurai.
Yeah, Last Samurai, pretty much. You know, it's not entirely like Dances with Wolves, but it definitely...
It kind of
is.
It definitely has Dances with Wolves vibes.
Yes, it does. I think it's a little bit better actually in some ways. I liked Last Samurai better than Dances with Wolves. Yeah. It's probably one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies, honestly.
Well, let's see. The nominees that year against Driving Miss Daisy were Field of Dreams, surprisingly, Dead Poets Society,
Great movie.
My Left Foot, and Born on the 4th of July. That's another great Tom Cruise movie.
I forgot about Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah, that's a great Tom Cruise movie.
And he was nominated for best. Was it Best Actor or Best?
Yeah, Best Actor.
Best Actor. Yeah, that was his first nomination for Best Actor. I think that was a big deal. No, he won for Jerry Maguire.
Oh, that's right.
He won for Jerry Maguire later. Mm-hmm. That's a good movie. Again, it's a romantic film. Hollywood just loves those romantic movies.
They like those feel-good movies.
Yeah, I feel like those always tend to win over other things.
Over things that say, hey, maybe the world isn't so great.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah, but honestly, any of those could have won against Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah, Dead Poets Society.
But what I'm really, really shocked about is that Do the Right Thing isn't nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
What happened? How was that not nominated?
Yeah. It wasn't even nominated. That's crazy.
Yeah, not even nominated.
That happens a lot of times though. There's movies that like didn't get nominated but were like really popular.
Yeah, and then later on you're like, how was that not nominated?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, wow, that
there's some
Best
massive
Picture winner sucks.
There's some massive bias when it comes to nominating some films.
I know.
Sci-fi has like never had a chance.
Yeah, sci-fi and horror are like the
on.
dead zone for Oscars.
Like they'll nominate Star Wars for Best Picture, but they won't give it to it.
Well, yeah, but that was like
they'll
a
win
big thing.
They'll win for special effects or
that sci-fi wins
win
for best
music.
Yeah, if there's a nomination for sci-fi films, it will almost always be visual effects and special effects.
Yeah, but that means nothing because I mean the entire film is based off the visuals that it does.
Yeah,
it's a science fiction film. They kind of have to.
Honestly, there's nothing else going up against it. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the whole point. Like it's not a normal film, so I feel like it's just kind of like an insult that's what they're like. I mean, I guess it's saying like, you know, hey, you had really good science fiction stuff in your movie. I'm like, thanks. That's the point of a science fiction film. Like, can we win for plot or anything else?
I mean, hello, I'm Sir Ridley Scott. Can my movie Blade Runner win for its themes?
Yeah.
Or its music?
Yeah, the themes for that movie are really good.
The themes or the story or, you know...
the acting. Jesus.
The acting?
Hello?
Can my movie Alien win for, you know, just being one of the best movies ever?
Yeah, it's original. Like, there's so many movies that came out of sci-fi that were so original in concept.
And are so great.
And they're so great, but then Hollywood's like, you know, oh, it's for kids.
Wait, hold up. I gotta check something real quick.
But Alien.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm checking. I swear to God. Oh my God. It wasn't. Wow. Yeah. Sci-fi really is the dead zone. Sci-fi really and horror is, because I just looked up the nominees from 2006, and of course you got The Departed that won, Letters from Iwo Jima, which was great, Babel, which was good, The Queen, Little Miss Sunshine. Children of Men isn't on here.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Children of Men was not nominated for Best Picture.
That's unfortunate.
Like one of the best movies of the century so far.
Yeah. That was a really good science fiction movie.
Oh, yeah. Nothing for it. Jesus. No love.
I remember, what's that one movie? It was a really cool science fiction movie with, what's her name? Amy Adams, I think it was. Amy Adams. Arrival. Yeah. That was a cool movie.
Yeah, at least that was nominated.
And it was nominated, but
of course it didn't win, but
it didn't win. Nope, didn't win. It won for visual effects
Yeah.
and sound editing. I think it won for sound editing, which that was like the whole
I can
point.
believe that.
Yeah, I think the whole point of the movie was the sound editing because how they were like communicating with aliens and everything.
Now I'll tell you what movie's probably gonna win for sound editing this year is Sound of Metal. If you've seen that,
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
the sound editing in that is really, really great, and it should win. Honestly, I think it should be Best Picture winner this year. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen some of the other movies.
I don't know what else has come out this year. What's on this year's? Let's close with that. What's gonna win this year?
All right.
We've talked about how much we've hated certain wins throughout history.
Yeah, let's get ready to hate on these ones.
Let's hate on these. Like, what got nominated?
All right.
Nothing came out.
The nominees for best
this year.
The nominees for Best Picture this year are Sound of Metal,
Okay.
Mank, Minari, Promising Young Woman,
I've heard of that.
The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah,
I've
Trial of the Chicago 7, and Nomadland.
I don't think I've seen any of those.
Really?
No.
I have seen 3 of them. Oh, never mind. 4 of them.
4 of them?
I forgot about Trial of the Chicago 7. I really didn't like that movie. I thought it was really lame.
Oh my god. Which ones have you seen?
I saw Sound of Metal, Mank, Trial, and Nomadland.
And you haven't seen the black... What's the
I
one?
have not
Messiah?
seen... I haven't seen Judas and the Black Messiah.
What is even... What's that even about?
I believe it's about like some
Judas and the Black
CIA agent or something.
Judas.
Infiltrating the Black Panther group. And... I don't know, to like arrest the leader.
Oh, he's offered a plea.
Oh, okay.
William Neal infiltrates the Illinois chapter of Black Panther Party to gather intelligence on the chairman, Fred Hampton. Huh. It sounds really good.
Yeah, it looks really good. I just haven't gotten around to actually watching it yet.
It's gotten really high reviews.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I saw a bunch of ads for it. It's really well done, like the decading, like the costuming and stuff. It looks like it was even shot back in like the 70s or 80s. It looks really well done.
Yeah, there's one missing from here that I'm really shocked about. Like, I would expect Lovers Rock to be nominated for Best Picture. That is a really good movie.
That's surprising, actually.
Yeah, like that would be my go-to movie to fight against Sound of Metal for Best Picture.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of who was in Sound of Metal.
Riz Ahmed.
That's right. And that was, yeah. I remember seeing previews for that. I didn't see it, though. I'll have to check that out. That actually looks really cool.
Yeah.
Because it's about the guy, he's a drummer, and he starts to lose his...
Yeah, he starts
his
rapidly
hearing?
losing his hearing, and he has to go to a deaf community to learn how to be deaf.
Oh, that sounds really...
Dang. Yeah, it's really good.
That came out a while ago, didn't it?
I think
2009, 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was pretty recent. I thought it was.
No, otherwise it wouldn't be nominated for the
That's fair.
Oscars. Yeah.
That's fair. I think it was supposed to be released sooner.
Yeah.
But it didn't because of certain situations.
Yeah, and I know, of course,
not allowed to say what it is.
My favorite movie of 2020 wouldn't be nominated, of course. Because my favorite movie of 2020 was a sci-fi horror movie, so obviously it stood no chance at all.
Not at all. Welcome to the Oscars.
Yep. It stood
where the movies that are popular don't actually win.
Yeah.
But then again, some popular movies are not that great of movies. So
yeah,
there's that too. Well, I think we should end it here. We've gone over a little overtime. That's fine. I can definitely trim this down. My eyes. Well, thanks for coming on, Kyle, and talking about movies with me. We're gonna actually watch a movie now. We're gonna watch what What are we watching
The
tonight?
1985 classic To Live and Die in L.A.
Yeah, with William Dafoe and
William Peterson.
That's right. So we'll watch that. Maybe we can talk about that next week briefly before we jump back into our next topic.
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I always love telling people about this movie because like nobody really sees it.
Yeah, and that's what we do here on Pop Culture Bros. We watch movies that you've never seen before and tell you all about it, so then you can be cultured and watch it yourself maybe someday. So definitely check it out. Our niche in picking out movies that no one's ever heard of that are oftentimes really good. You should definitely check them out.
Watch, stay tuned.
Watch, stay tuned. That's right. We talked about that last week. Definitely check out our last podcast and hear about some B-list, C-list movies that we watched and talking about that. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys. And as always, stay poppin', Pop-Puffs.